right? First and foremost, we like to give more praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakodash, the blood of our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, Scatter the Purpose of the planet Earth. Shalom. This is Brother Baran, Brother Yahweh, Trinidad Camp. From your lesson, hopefully to feed the flock of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And basically, is a news brief, right? There's something that we came across that we thought we would like to share, right? So what Brother Yashimai for sharing this video with us, that we can highlight it, right? Because what's actually going on is that Russia, not Russia, sorry, the US, right? They've been trying out their little tricks and their little toys, right? The little toys that the little knickknacks and things that they've been working on. In the meanwhile, Russia has been working towards total annihilation of the enemies, which is the West, which is basically America and Babylon, which is Babylon, right? So while America fidgeting with to make the world look cool, right? And thinking is going to be like ground play, you know, Russia working on what? They had a missile that they come out with, like, there's a missile or torpedo that come out it's as fast as Mark 9, right? Besides the hypersonic avant-garde, which is what, 27 times the speed of sound, right? So I'm just going to share the video, and from there we'll move forward with the precepts. Cracker does basically everything down. Plaquer de óleo só. Natural, but better. Right, so if you want, you can look it up and probably get a little bit more the audio, right? Because in the beginning, the soldier was put on as shoe tracker, right? Because the robot has sensors in the front and on the side, infrared, right? And infrared alongside with it, right? And there's also a shoe tracker for the robot to follow them, right? So look what it says. It says robotic pack mule field testing by the U.S. military, right? So this is what the U.S. has been up to. Right, so I'm gonna come back to us here now. So the video is entitled Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. I don't know if you can get that from Bible Sharp.
Oh, good. Now this is Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. He said, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garment rolled in blood. But this shall be burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, that's how this war going to be, with burning and fuel of fire. It's not going to be a ground war. It's not going to be a war where you're going to be able to pull out these little tricks and you saw America, right? This war is going to be what? What? You can read it over again, Bible Shah, the last part.
This is back in Isaiah chapter 9, right? He said, read my put it up. There's
Thumbs up.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments roll it in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, this one will going to be with burning and fuel of fire, because in ancient battles, they will fight with what? Shields and horses, right? And swords, right? So the battle used to be noisy, right? The battle used to be with plenty noise, right? But it says, and garments rolled in blood, right? But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. This battle is going to be what? With missiles, right? And the fuel of fire is going to be what? The contents of the missiles, which going to be what? The same contents of that rained down on Sodom and Gomorrah. Brimstone and sulfur, right? In our what? Nuclear form, right? And the part of the fuel going to be what? These dead bodies are going to be burning up, right? Wanted to get the meaning of mule in the military, because what this robot is doing is what is it's bringing goods as an ammunition and these different supplies in the battlefield, right? But this one is not going to be this battle is not going to be like that. It's not going to be a ground, no big set of ground battle, right? The prophecy says what it's going to be with what fuel of fire, then missiles.
Sure.
This is Revelation chapter 9, verse I'm gonna start at verse 17. I'm gonna start at verse 16 still up here. It says, I'll start at verse 15. And the four angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men, right? And the number of the army of the horses then were 200,000. I heard the number of them. So that equates to what? 2 million missiles, right? And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat upon them having a breastplate of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issued fire and smoke and brimstone, right? And this is the same thing that the Most High rained down on what? Sodom and Gomorrah, right? It's just that now it's going to come in a modern form in the arrows, which the Bible describes as the Bible describes the missiles as arrows, but what they really are, they are what? Missiles, right? That's like what John the Revelator could have described it as, right? It says these three was the third part of men killed by fire, and the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths, right? So that goes back to the warhead, right? It says, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails. And why it says the power is in their tails? Because they have the rocket behind, the engine. And we're going to propel it from one part of the earth to the next. It's called an ICBM, an intercontinental ballistic missile, right? An intercontinental ballistic missile, right? It says, and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, I'll skip a part. Verse 18, Revelations 9 and 18. These three were the third part of men killed by the fire, and by the brimstone, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouths and in their tails. It says, for their tails were like unto serpents, right? So when you watch a serpent moves in a slithering S-type manner, right? And when you watch the rocket shoot out of the silo, it's going to come out of the silo, go up, and then it's going to have what? The different booster rockets and whatnot to straighten it up and get it onto the trajectory that it needs to go, right? Because the rocket is going to have a guidance system, which is them satellites that out there in space going to give it correctional direction, and the booster rockets or whatever on the side is going to change the direction. So it's going to slither, it's going to make them corrections, and the smoke trail that leave behind is going to look like an S or like a serpent, right? it says, and the heads, and with them they do hurt, right? Because when they hit, they're gonna hurt. They're gonna destroy everything in its path, right? It's and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues yet repented not of the works of their hands, and that they should not worship the devil and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Right? I'll stop there. If you have anything to say, go ahead. I just want to get some precepts.
God, precept here. This is Isaiah 13:4. The noise of the multitude, he said, in the mountain, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of kingdoms, of nation gathered together. The Lord Yahweh of hosts mustered the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh. He said, and the weapon of his indignation to destroy the whole land. And these ICBM missiles, these are the weapon of the Most High indignation.
Right.
Said in Jeremiah 15:25, Most High opened up his armory.
Right.
So these missiles, these ICBM missiles is part of the Most High military. It's part of the host of the Most High. God, the Most High said he created Smith. He gave them scientists the technology to build these missiles. Because this is how we're going to judge these nations, by fire.
Right. Yes, you can speak a little bit. I think you can.
I'm gonna bring it out there. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 25. Let me start from Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 25. It said, the Lord Yahweh had opened the armory and had brought forth the weapon of his indignation. This we just reading Isaiah 13 and 5. The weapon of his indignation is them ICBM missile. This is the weapon of the Most High indignation, right? He said Isaiah 15:25. He said the Lord Yahweh had opened the armory and had brought forth the weapon of his indignation. For this is the works of the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldean. You understand? And them missiles the Most High created to destroy Babylon, right? So give the technology to Esau to build these missiles. He can destroy himself with it. And as Brother Barrows mentioned, it's not gonna be no ground. Yeah, we can got ground battle with civil war, race war. You understand? These little proxy war there and where. You know, like in Venezuela and all these places when the war break out. Right? We ain't got a little ground war, but when the Armageddon kick off, they ain't running and shooting his missile. You understand? Missile.
The Most High change. The Most High prophesy what the battle gonna be like, right? And he prophesied because we just read it in Revelation that it's gonna be with brimstone. The power gonna be in the mouth, and in the tails of what of the horses, right? And horses will represent power, right? But go back to the beginning because the Most High did it this way before. He destroyed 5 cities, and he said that this was going to be for an example for them who should otherwise do so. Right? Let me see if I can get that precept real quick. I don't think I remember it offhand. I think that's in Jude or Peter.
Yeah, the one in Jude and the one in Tobit.
Right?
No, not Tobit, Ezra. Second Ezra 2. You know if you want to bring it out?
Yeah. Babu Shah. This is in Jude. I have one in Jude.
Good.
This is Jude verse 7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, right? Suffering the vengeance of eternal fire, right? So the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah and these other cities, right? And that was set forth as an example for anybody that come and do otherwise. And Babylon, this is the spirit and vibration that they push: homosexuality, lesbianism, right? That's some of the main abominations. But then they have other philosophies, right? Worshipping the devil, Satan, and other deities, right? Worshipping women, right? And so on and so forth. We all know, feel like we all know the list, right? To bring you an example, and then I have the precept that I was looking for.
Done. This is Second Ezra chapter 2, verse 8. Woe be unto thee, Ashur, thou that hidest thy unrighteousness in thee. O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah,
Done.
whose
Remember
land
what?
lieth in coals of pitch. Done.
Yeah, Khan. Remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. So this is what he did to Sodom and Gomorrah. This is Genesis chapter 19, verse 24. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain, all the inhabitants of the cities, and and that which grew upon the ground. Right? So that's what the Most High did. He
Done.
rained what? He rained what? Fire, right? This was the example set. But these people, two-thirds of our people refuse to hearken until Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? And hey, guess what?
Done.
Esau and these heathens, they had to be judged for the wickedness that they done, right? And continue to do on the land. So this is how the end is gonna culminate. This World War III is not gonna be by no robotic mule, right? I had a quick article here, I just put it just came out quick. Let's glance through it. It mightn't be too applicable, I don't know, we'll see. It says on military share. Let's see talk about it. The history that mules mountains and military share. It says by an odd coincidence, the news that an Indian army mule was to get a symbolic honor came at almost the same time as the news that the army is considering replacing them with new types of vehicles. And then what we see, right? There is the animal is being replaced by what? By what? A robotic pack mule. Now I saw the clip here, but they call it I saw the name of it real close. Let me see if I can get it back. They call it Mastiff. Mastiff is a dog. Is yeah, look if you can see it right here. Mastiff. That's the name of a dog,
Mm.
right? A fierce dog, a ferocious dog, right? And these packs here most likely is what? The ammunition. So that's what they do, they bring ammunition and supply. That's what the mules would do, because when you're out there in the battle, you're not leaving the battlefield to come back home to eat. You're not leaving the battlefield to come and get munitions. They're gonna send the mule with it, right? So it says the Honorable Women, the Central Army Service Corps officers new mess lounge named Pedogony after a bay named Mule in the Indian Army's Animal Transport Corps. Stories have grown on her feet. Feet suggest that she was once caught by Pakistanis but managed to make her way back to India Army outpost carrying Pakistani munitions on her back, for which she received a Vir chakra, right? So we get the point. I mean, the mules is just carry munitions, right? But this battle is not going to be on the field, on the ground. This battle is just going to be annihilation by what two nuclear missiles, right?
Yeah, the most I say 1 hour.
Yeah, it's quick judgment.
In 1 hour, Babylon go fall.
Yeah,
to become ashes.
fine. Yeah. I'll come back to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
continue back it.
Go ahead.
Second Ezra chapter verse 8. He said, woe be unto thee, or sure, thou that hidest thy unrighteousness in thee. O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah, whose land lieth in coal of pitch and heap of ashes. Even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, said the Almighty Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah, even so unto them that hear not Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But the scripture say, you're a proud man, so you're not gonna hear.
Good.
Right? So you're gonna learn it. You're gonna, you're just gonna be destroyed. This is
Good.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, the same Esau, right? That pushing the wicked philosophy on the planet Earth, wicked doctrine that ruling through lies and through deceit, through tyranny, right? The true terrorist, right? But he's a hypocrite. He calls everybody else a terrorist. He's in everybody's land, right? Trying to bring peace where actually is war, because you're there to steal, to covet, right? It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, and saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Right? This battle is about fire. This is Job chapter 20, verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him true. Right? The bow of steel and the iron weapon is what them missiles, them ICBMs. It says it is drawn, and it cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. It says terrors are upon him. See? So this is what's about to happen. This is not this. You saying no time to pull out all the tricks, all them nice tricks, you know? Because many years ago, I think it was the Gulf War, right? Before we even knew anything about Bluetooth headsets and Bluetooth overall, right? The military army they had that Bluetooth technology. That's how they was communicating with the officers out there on the field, right? That was a wavelength that the enemy didn't know about. After the army used it and perfected it, right? Then is when they commercialized it and brought it out to the public. You understand? But you're not going to be able to do them that sorcery anymore. This is going to be quick and speedy judgment, right? You have no time to pay for it, right? Because they even have well, I haven't seen it on the U.S. military, but I know China definitely developed that type of robotic suit that they saw in Avatar with the giant blue man. The natives, right? They had that the suit that the army was using out there, right? They have that suit being developed in real, right? But I haven't seen it through being publicized like that. You know, we had 1 or 2 billionaires. I think Elon Musk was one of the men that tried it. And the suit, they had 1 or 2 other billionaires, and even I think it was tried out across there. It was made across there in China. Right, and they was using the China out and exposed, had like an expo with it. I think Russia has a version of it too, right? But those are not going to be highlights of the war. The highlights of the war is the missiles, right? That's the highlights of the war, the missiles. Bring anything on here. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 34:1. He said, "Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the word and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter." The Most High can destroy all his army by missiles. That's how we can destroy him, by missile. Right? He said, "Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcass, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood."
Yeah, the mountains gonna be melted with your blood. Mountains go back to the government, but they're gonna be melted with the heat. The
Good.
heap of the missiles, the rulership, the what the bankers, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, you already shot callers, you already string pullers. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
going to be united with what? With what? To only clear fire. This is Ezekiel 35 and 13. That's what your mouth you have posted against me, right? Um, oh, I heard it yesterday. You know, they boast, they have I think it was our apostle was saying that they have a song that they sing in the Air Force, right? That's boasting that they can't be taken down, right? That's a pride. Pride, there's a
Good.
proud man. The scripture says the fool says in his heart that there's no God. And he's a proud man. He thinks he's untouchable. He thinks he can't be brought down, right?
Good.
It says, that's what your mouth you have boasted against me. I have multiplied your words against me. Remember, even these Edomites, when they built the Titanic, they said what? Not even not even God could sing that ship. I think that was one of the statements that they said. Nothing could sing that ship,
Good.
the Titanic. It, you know, it says you only given you'll take no thought of the Most High. Yahweh Shemi El Shai. It says, and I have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus saith Yahweh, power, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate.
That's
The
right.
Most High is going to make you desolate. How are you going to do that? By them missiles. Understand?
Yeah, that's what I'm to them. The scripture he say he sit as a queen and we shall not be as a
Boom.
widow. I can bring it out. Right, and this is pride of these Edomites. You understand? This is pride of these Edomites.
Uh,
Right? He sit as a queen. Let's see. I think that's Isaiah. There's Isaiah.
what money coming good? Yeah, I'll watch you on Shed, but
Shalom, y'all. Watch him. Y'all Shai Brakatan. I'm gonna bring this one on before I get on. This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 5. He says, Sit thou silence, get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdom. You understand? So the Most High said, they're not going to be called the lady of kingdom. You understand? The beauty. Right? The Most High going to destroy the pride.
yeah. Nobody, no, these nations are being seduced by wickedness anymore. Understand? This is Ezekiel, right? This is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. It says, thus saith Yahweh power, because Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Timon, and dead of the Dan shall fall by the sword, right? And the sword in this instance is going to be the ICBM. And I will lay my
God,
vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do to Edom according to my anger, according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. Oh, God. Yeah, the Most High coming to play. This judgment going to be swift and speedy. right? Swift and speedy, no plane, right? No ground troops, no U.S. Special Forces, no Navy SEALs and all that jackassness versus the Spetsnaz, all that kind of shit. No jackasses. There's no time. There's no GI Joe versus Mask. You know, this is the real thing. The Most High is about to lay the smackdown in the form of missiles. You see, these missiles, they're ordained by Yahweh Shemi Shai, right? These missiles ordained by Yahweh Shemi Shai. This is your ordained or destined destiny, Esau. Your destiny right now is to be your kingdom to be destroyed, to be brought to naught, and what your rulers, your leaders, the elite of your people to be put into what slavery, right? To be the first batch, and the rest of the nation is going to come through what regeneration, reincarnation. So those who don't believe it now, those who want to walk around proud like that little Becky, what's her name from Infowars?
Caitlin, Caitlin, I wish her name.
Yeah, Becky. We just call her Becky. Perfect example of a
Yeah, Becky, yeah.
Right? It came up with all subtlety. Because in the follow-up interview with Alex Jones, right, the devil himself, you know, you spill the beans, you know, you spill the beans. You said what all the brothers know. And as you think the scripture says, wisdom, if she conjure it all right? So we know what you are because our father told us what you are. You all are the devil, male and female devil. You all are the male and female devil. The scripture say you're ruled by the sea. Your claim that you didn't put us into slavery. Guess what? You benefit from your foreparents, which were you in the first place, putting us into slavery. The liberties and freedoms that you all have now is because you all put the nation of Israel in slavery in your past lives, right? You put heavy bondage, and when we went into slavery under the Babylonians, you all wanted to erase us from since back then. You all wanted to erase us from our antiquities. When you all knew that we were brothers, when the whole nation knew that we were brothers, when we were Jacob and Esau, right? You hated us from back then, and that's what the scripture says your judgment gonna come because of your perpetual hatred for 3 transgressions and for 4 you didn't turn back your hatred, right? The leaders are the people who can set this whole thing all right with what if a matter of fact they can't actually really actually to lucky about that would be going against the prophet. See, they can't set it all right because the mind of the Most High is to teach us to obey the Most High, to teach us righteousness and wickedness. So we ate of the fruit of tree and life. The scripture said of life and death, of good and evil, Salakia, of good and evil. The scripture said the creature was subject to vanity, but not because we wanted to, but by reason of our Creator, right? We had to learn. We have to learn righteousness through experiencing wickedness. So we were meant to go off, right? So that in the kingdom to come, we're gonna be equitable judges. We're gonna know wickedness. We're gonna know the consequence of the wickedness. Right? And we're going to know righteousness. And when we bring forth judgment, it's going to be true. Right?
That's right.
But coming back to the topic, right? All right, go ahead. I have one after. Go ahead.
Back in Isaiah 47 and 7, and thou said, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember thy latter end. You understand? He said, let me continue. He said, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these 2 things shall he said, but these 2 things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorcery, and for the great abundance of thy enchantment. I could destroy the pride.
Judgment for your pride. Judgment for your sorcery. Judgment for your deceit. Right? This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, Verse 3, a sword is sent upon you, who may turn it back? A fire sent among you, who may quench it? Plagues are
Good.
sent to you. What is he that may drive them away? May jumping down to verse 7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. Now these missiles are going to be shot out of the different silos, but Yahweh Shai Spirit is going to be in each and every one of them missiles, guiding them to the mark, right? Guiding them to the mark, which is the destruction of America, Israel, the land of Israel itself, and certain parts of Europe, right? Maybe even some of the provinces, like for example Trinidad, right? It says, verse 13, for strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, right? So them arrows are going to be shot to the ends of the world, is them ICBM missiles, right? We have Russia. Why meanwhile, hey, all the time America is playing up with these little news and the robots and cyborgs or whatever they want to call them that they have that was made by Boston Dynamics. And of course Boston Dynamics, you see them from the majority of these robots they were created there, right? Anybody who's interested, they can go and check it out, Boston Dynamics, right? And certain universities they build these things, they engineer these robots for the battlefield. But guess what? The Most High is not going to have that. He's not going to be playing with them shit. He's about to destroy this place. The Most High is serious. He said what? Judgment's going to come in one day and in one all quickly and speedily. Is he going to bring forth judgment? You understand? Verse 13 again. Second Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that are shooted are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. That's why you see the Most High. Actually, when you analyze and you watch, you see Russia coming out with more and more missile technology. And what they're boasting of, that their missiles that are hypersonic, right, and supersonic, they are 10 years ahead of the American technology, 10 years ahead of Western technology. But the Most High give them the advantage. The Most High gives them the the Most High. He said what? He created the Smith and the Waster, right? And the Smith and the Waster was what them German scientists back in the day that created the atomic bombs, right? And they was on whose side? They was on the American side, right? It was on the US side. Now he gave the Russians that technology. He opened up their minds so that to developing these missiles to destroy America, because that's the Most High's mind that this thing is taken down. This is Second Ezra chapter 5, verse 22. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. Right?
Good.
This is jumping down to verse 27. For now are the plagues come from upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Right? I'm gonna jump back to 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse. I'll continue reading on verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Right? That's the missiles. When they shut off by Russia, when they shut off by China, when they shut off by Iran, when they shut off by Turkey, when they shut off by all the enemies of the US towards the US, they're not going to turn back. They're not going to fail. Spirit of the Lord and angels going to guide all the missiles. And if you think I'm lying, you can go on YouTube. You'll see they have accounts where the chariots came over bases, right, and turn on and turn off the missile launch. They turn on and turn off the missile launch and had each of quickening their boots. Right? The chariots was doing that. So the Most High have the ability to send his angels to guide them missiles to all destroy America. The Most High said he's not going to leave no branch, no rush. Esau and Edom is going to be eradicated. The land is going to be eradicated. It's only going to have doleful desert creatures in there after. Who's going to be saved out of it? The elite that buried themselves deep down in the core of the earth, right? Deep down in, no, not core, but deep down in the earth. You understand? And up there in space and underneath in the seas, right? Because they had the money to do so. They are the elite of Esau, and the Most High is going to draw them out. Through Yahweh Shai and the angels and the elect, they're going to draw them out, and you're going to be the first back to slaves. Thus says the Lord. It says,
yeah, the elite know America gonna be destroyed. So the elite now they're not gonna be in America. They're gonna be out of America. They know America gonna be destroyed.
It says, the fire, verse 15, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Right? And that is the missiles. Right? The missiles will be shut off. And the archers, the strong archers, Yahweh Shai. Whose spirit is going to be in each and every one of them. Right? That's something?
Tell you the scripture, the Most High Spirit in all things. This is it is wisdom of Solomon. Go ahead, Doc.
All right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13. Start at verse 5. So this is Yahweh Shai here. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of the heavens to subdue the man that came out of the sea. That man that came out of the sea was Yahweh Shai when he came upon that great chariot. Right?
That's right.
It says, but I beheld, and lo, he had given himself a great mountain, and he flew upon it. Right? So I'm going to touch on that mountain just to clarify that is Yahweh Shai on that chariot. Right? In Revelation chapter 19, verse 11. It says, and I saw the heaven open, and behold, a white horse. That white horse representing the chariot of Yahweh Shai. Right? And he that upon him was called what? Faithful and true. Yeah, he's faithful and true because he gave us his words from the beginning. Why come in the volume of the book? It is written of me. In Revelation chapter 1. This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 8. It says, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending. So in the beginning they read of who? They read of Adam, right? And in the end you're reading of who? Yahweh Shai, because it's Revelation.
That's
this
right.
Is Revelation 1:1. It says this the revelation of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants the things which must shortly come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Right? So this revelation is the last book, right? So-called last book where he revealed himself. Right? But he is what he said in verse 8, he is I am the Alpha and the Omega. In book of Genesis, you read about Adam. Right? And we know that he was what Yahweh Shai in the physical form, in the incarnation. He was the spirit of Yahweh Shai coming down into what? Into man. That was Adam. And now he's what Yahweh Shai in the end. Then he came as Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorant, known as Jesus Christ, as a lamb to suffer for our sins and to die for his sins and our sins, and then what? And to redeem us. And now he's gonna come back to what? To save his elect. Right? It says Revelation chapter 19, verse 11. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. It says, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. Right? He says his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. Why are you saying on his head was many crowns? Because he's going to take down all these kingdoms. He's going to take down all these leadership. They ain't going to have no more democracy. They ain't going to have no more socialism. They ain't going to have no more none of the world philosophy. They're just going to have Yahweh Shai, King David, the 144,000, the nation of Israel over all. That's what he's going to have. And Yahweh above all that. Right? It says, and he had a name written that no man knew, but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the word of Yahweh. Right? And Isaiah 34, I think you read Isaiah 34, right?
Right.
Right? Isaiah 34 talk about his, he's gonna shed he's gonna shed that blood in Idumea, which is Edom. Right? So that
No,
missiles is coming.
I didn't read that one. I just read verse 1 to 3.
All right, well, you wanna get it or you want me to get it?
Right, I don't get it.
I hear it. All right, no problem.
This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Right, and the people of his curse is who? The descendants of Cain. Because Cain was cursed. Right? Cain was the one who was cursed. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shema, Rakak, Wadash, Rakata, Wadayatazak. Yeah, Cain was the one who was cursed by the Most High Yahweh. Right? This is Genesis chapter 4, verse this is Genesis chapter 4, verse 11. And now thou art thou cursed from the earth, which had opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thine hand. Right? When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee for strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Right? So Cain is the forefather of Esau. Right? His spirit came back as Esau. So they are the ones of the people of his curse. And his sword is what? The ICBM, the modern day sword is what? A missile. Right? The sword is not literally a sword. It's in the form of guns and missiles and ammunition, all that shit. That's what he's blessed with. Right? That's not our strength. And we're not supposed to be tapping into that. Like these other Israelite groups that would like to say, we tap into Esau's blessing. No, Esau's blessing is Esau's blessing. Yahweh in the form of Isaac blessed him with that. Our blessing is that we're going to rule over these other nations, including Esau. Right? The kingdom is going to be ours forever. Underneath Yahweh. That's our blessing.
These niggas not right.
So like, yeah?
They're not right in the mind, man.
Yeah,
or you can tap into Esau's blessing. You're not right. Something right with you.
They crept in on the ways. Understand? And to do with what the Most High promised his elect.
That's confusing.
Yahweh said he's not going to meet thee as a man. Yahweh is coming in his spiritual body, his celestial body. What he promised, he said when he comes, he's gonna have healing in his wings, right? Which is what to put off the mortal and to put on the immortal. So we're gonna the elect gonna be changed. Abarakazah, we are of the elect. We're gonna be changed, right? We're gonna be immortal. We're gonna have one celestial body, not terrestrial body. Terrestrial means going back to the terrain. Celestial means going to the heavens, the stars, right? So that we'll be able to dwell out there in space. We're going to be able to be in space, in the chariots, to be able to be out there and looking down at the destruction. And from the heavens looking down onto the onto the earth is when it's gonna seem like what? A lake of fire. That's what it's going to seem like a lake of fire. All these undulating mushroom clouds, all these mushroom clouds coming up is going to look like a tumultuous lake of fire, right? If you ever watch rapids, just imagine a river rapid, right? The river rapid is with the white water rafting, right? You're going to see white water, the foaming, the waves, all that shit, right? You're going to see that, right? Imagine that in the form of fire. That's what America is going to look like. That's what this war is going to be about. This war is going to be about annihilation, right? This war is going to be about annihilation. This war ain't going to be about playing with no robotic mules and no cyborgs or whatever the hell you want to call it. No animatronic shit that you all have. The little men that Boston Dynamics and shit making that the US was playing the fool with. While you all playing the fool with that, he saw the next side of the earth on the eastern side, which is Russia. There was formulated missiles to reach you all in quick time. Quick time. You understand?
Yeah. NATO got a missile too because they said the beach shall hit the home. I'm born of flesh with fire. So all them all NATO and America enemy, they have missiles that gonna reach them because they have the technology. It was given to his enemy, beat the plowshare into sword. These people spending these heathens spending the money. They're preparing for war.
Going back to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 9. Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he had sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he had cast out spark and tempest. And they were all mixed together with the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden an innumerable multitude of nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. You can go ahead.
Fine. Yeah, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. You understand? That's when I'm to America. The most I say burn the flesh with fire. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling all the military gonna have in the Middle East. Right?
Yeah, the most happened in that spirit. Maybe everything we look at, we put in everything through the scriptures. What we see happening is the build up of this, the culmination. Because we nearly out this bitch.
Yeah.
We nearly out this bitch. You know, despite, because we have people we have two players that trying to play Auschwitz, burying their head in the sand, right? As though nothing gonna happen, and praying for the best. As always remember that old man telling you here, you know, nah man, speak what he said, speak what?
Speak life.
Speak life. You know?
Yeah, speak life.
Speaking life. He asked, one of the songs like death is the death of this kingdom and the birth of a nation and the kingdom to come. Right? This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come and beat their plowshares into swords and their pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. And then what we see in all these different nations that were once weak. Russia ain't taking shit from America. China ain't taking shit from America. Right?
Good.
Iran, Turkey, right? India, you know, North Korea. Donald Trump, all the proud and boastful he is. He went across to Indonesia to meet with Kim Jong-un, right? To come out with a deal, you know, he love to work deals, and there was no deal. There was no deal, right? No deal. There was no nuclear disarmament. You understand? The terms and conditions didn't meet. Because what Russia wants, what America wants to do, they must come out on top all the time. They must dominate all the time. White supremacy all the time. In the meanwhile, while Trump was trying to do that deal with North Korea, of course, in Indonesia, what was happening? His ass was getting exposed back then in the US as Michael Cohen, right? Talking of exposed a check that he paid us hush money, right? So supposedly hush money. They want to be on PC, politically correct, and say that what? It's alleged that he paid this check as hush money. He exposed him. He said that he's a racist. He's a racist. But we knew all these things. We knew all these things because the scripture says never trust thy enemy. As Iron Rusted shows his wickedness. And hey, if a wife is as though my fucking just get you quick. It's Ecclesiasticus, um, chapter 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 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for as like iron rusted, so is his
So it's
wickedness.
wickedness gone.
Though he humble himself and go down crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. You know, humanitarian aid. You know, he humble himself. I'm going to send humanitarian aid to Venezuela. Guess what? You make Venezuela be in a situation where they need aid. You
God,
shut up the borders. You shut down their accounts.
God,
You put them in straits. You put them you Edomites, you put them in them dire straits.
God.
Right? If you so care about the people, open back up the avenues of them making money, give them back their money to the give them back their America, the money that they have in your banks,
PEDVSA, mark the release the PEDVSA account and give them back the gold.
give them back the oil, let the Bank of England give them back the gold, you know, all these different things. Let the ships come back in, let them continue with business as they was doing. But no, you want your puppet leader inside there so that you can funnel out all the resources. You're a liar.
God,
You know, I said that you rule by deceit. By 2nd Ezra chapter 11. Right? You have so long, for so long, you have ruled by this deceit, by violence, by coveting. You all are the worst, most despicable creatures or race of man on the planet Earth. So to answer Becky from InfoWorld question is, do you think it's right that they speak yeah, we should speak to all Edomites that way. You all are going to be put to death. You all are going to be
that's right.
saved, disemboweled. You all going to be pulled up. You're going to be roasted, old, young, maiden, virgins, right? You're
That's right.
all decrepit, crusty, freckle ass, going to be roasted up to wall. It's going to be barbecue or Hebrew Edomite. That's what it's going to be. Barbecue, Hebrew Edomite. Pickle, Hebrew Edomite. Hebrew Edomite. That's what it's going to be.
That's right.
Scripture say he's going to turn back the captivity of Jacob. He's going to put it on Esau. Right? He's going to put it on our captive. It's a righteous thing with the Most High to render unto them double, to give them back what judgment that they judge us. You're going to have to drink at the cup.
Right.
You're going to have to drink at the dregs. All right? It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. You know, we wipe the glass and we see it's still fucking wicked. Michael Cohen brought it out. He brought out the dirt on you, Donald Trump. You the devil.
God.
You are racist, right? You do anything to win, right? You will extort your way to win, right? You will pay your way to win, right? You shut up. You may even kill to win, right?
Perfect. That.
Yeah. No, and thou shalt know that his wrath has not been altogether wiped away. Right? It says, set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Right? So overall, that's what they're trying to do. So what? They set up one Guaido, and guess what? The scripture said they will overthrow him. Right? They will overthrow him, set him not by thee. Right? If not one Guaido being the overthrow overall. Right?
God.
Says, set him not by thee, lest he had overthrown thee and stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remembered my words and be pricked therewith. Right? It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? For any such as come nigh to a wild beast, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who
God.
pity, right? And that's the fucking devil, that's Esau.
That's
Esau.
right.
You
And
understand?
they're going to Colombia. They're going to Brazil.
Can.
They're going to
Trinidad and Tobago.
Uruguay. You understand? Are you South American countries siding with America to go against Nicolas Maduro and his people
Can.
to oppress them? Yeah. Nobody, no one not gonna pity you when you get bite. Because Nicaragua, you and Cuba is next. That's what they say. These devil bold.
Mike Pence come out boldly and say that, right?
Yeah, see this one Rubio, we name.
Yeah.
You see we do. They come out bold and say plain that day is who more than Magadi. You understand? They come out bold and play and says they show you that, hey, this is what happened to you, Maduro, if you don't do what we say. They come out bold and say, he posts up on the tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is gonna happen to you.
All right, can't. I didn't catch that one then.
Yeah, I post up in the group.
All right.
I sent to the group.
All
Yeah,
right,
he come out bold and said, this is gonna happen to you. And they're telling you your face is day more than McGaffey.
Oh,
You understand?
Gaddafi.
Gaddafi, yeah, Tawala Gaddafi. They tell you
Can,
play the day more than him.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we had known that. We had known that. All right, go ahead. Let's excuse me for 1 second. Go ahead.
Yeah. We get to see. This is Revelation chapter 18. Revelation chapter 18, verse 5. He said, for our sins has reached unto heaven, and Yahweh remember our iniquity. And this horror is these Edomites. You understand? The sins is reached unto the heaven, these Edomites. Right? He said, reward her even as she reward you, and double unto her double, according to her works. In the cup which she had filled to her double. The cup is slavery. You understand? It tell you in Jeremiah 49, right? That you're not gonna go unpunished. Right? You shall surely drink of it. You understand? So you soak our whose future is slavery. Right? You're not gonna go unpunished. You understand? Right? Most I say I shall surely drink of it. Right? Verse 7. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow gave her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and not a widow, and shall see no sorrow. And this you Edomites is how proud y'all is. Let's make America great again. You understand? This how proud is you Edomites. Right? So the most I'm gonna judge y'all. You Russian Edomite proud, you American Edomite proud, and you European nation Edomite, you are proud. Right? You are proud. Right? In the UN General Council, that the Edomite Russian and the American Edomite, they was spitting one another dirt.
Can.
You understand? Elliot Abraham telling the Russian envoy, y'all occupy the territory of Georgia and Ukraine. And we know how we side the land. This in the Greek Empire when they conquered Japhet, they pushed Japhet out of the land. Right? So they were spitting one another dirt. They were telling on themselves. Right? Verse 8, he said, therefore shall our plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power, Yahweh, who judges her. And the king of the earth, who hath committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing far off for fear of her torment, saying, at last, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. You understand? So the Most High can destroy you, Edomites by fire, destroy your empire by fire. Everything the Most High can destroy you by fire with. You understand? Yeah.
The Psalms chapter 10, verse 6. He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursings and deceit, and fraud is under his tongue, is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 5. The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. And then what we see in the scepter and the staff being broken, the rulership, your power, right? A scepter and staff represent power, right?
Good.
You have the power, you have that you can break all these, you can whack all these nations on the head, get them back in order because you're the ruler. But the Lord had broken it or is going to break it, right? Because it's prophecy. It says, he who had smote the people in wrath would continue a stroke. Yeah, that's what you're doing. And guess what the people who are already striking is Israel, right? It's Israel. You fighting against yourself. That's all a bit because, as you just said, the Russian need a might and the American need a might. They're spilling each other dirt, or they need a might. But the scripture says, kingdom divide them, but against itself shall fall, right? The Americans saying that they believe in the Most High. What you have the conservatives is who, the Democrats, and the liberals is who I forget where this go. Forget because there's Democrats and Republicans. Is the Republican, right? I think that's how it go. The left and the right wing, right? They of course they say they believe in Jesus Christ, right? They of course in Russia say they believe in Jesus Christ. They of course here in America say there's Christians and Catholics. They of course they say there's Orthodox. And all that bullshit, if a who's that creates this scripture say a kingdom divided against itself can't fall. Or they just agree to say that they still Satan. Just agree to say they still Satan and that's the whole thing because wherever all they go is death and hell. If there's one thing wherever all they go is death and hell. Right? Because Russia is one of the most racist places too. Right? Russia racist. They have racist Russians. You understand? It's like yeah, they have racist Germans and Michael Cohen or how they pronounce his name. It says that what Donald Trump is a racist. He came out and said he spilled the beans. But it's nothing that we didn't know. You understand? What kind of kingdom is that? What kind of rulership is that? And then you can't be talking against the king like that. You will put to death. You understand? It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke, he had ruled the nation in anger, is persecuted, and none hinder it. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Right? It says, 2 Ezra chapter 11, verse 39. Art thou not it that remaineth of the four beasts, whom I had made to reign in my world, and that the end of their time might come through them? Right, so the four beasts go back to the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had that Daniel broke down. And two. It says, well, the head of gold, the kingdom of the Babylonian, which is the Babylon and the Assyrian kingdom, the chest of silver, which is what the Medes and the Persian, the belly of, which is what the ancient Greece, and the legs of iron, which is Rome, right? And the feet of iron, the feet of iron, right? The kingdom of Rome restored, which is what we're into now, right? This is an ancient Roman kingdom. That's why you have Latin and Greek written on the American dollar, right? I can never remember how to pronounce it. And you would Caceptus, right? And they say, in God we trust, right? Order of chaos, order out of chaos, all these different terms that they use, things being written in Latin and Greek. You go to the hospital, you go to see about your heart, you go to the cardiac ward, that's in Latin, right? You go to the cardiac or cardiology and these different terms the body is calling in the Greek and in the Latin. Right? You go to law, you study law, you learn what? You learn Latin and Greek. And what they speak, that is the core language that they speak. Because we're in the ancient Greco-Roman society. Right? Well, it was once hidden, but what is revealed now through the prophets, through the saints. Yeah, but you know, you're all the fucking devil that we speak of. The scripture says fast so long. And my fact, that's what I'm reading. Right? It says verse 40. And the fourth came and overcome all the beasts that were passed, so all the kingdoms that was passed. Nebuchadnezzar, Darius, Cyrus, right? The Persians, the Greek, Babylonians, right? Antiochus, Alexander the Great, all these that were before they came and surpassed all that. They surpassed all that in wickedness, right?
Yeah.
It says, the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were passed, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, right? And the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And just a sideline note there, the whole compass of the earth. Why would the scriptures describe the earth as being the whole compass if it wasn't wrong, right? The earth is wrong. For you flat earthers, get a fucking life. Get a life, right? The earth is wrong. Get over it, right? It says, it
God.
says, with much wicked oppression and so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. Right? So this is what the so-called white man, this is how you dwell upon the earth with deceit. Right? Humanitarian aid. When they burned you chopped down with Molotov cocktails, what they found? Yes, there was aid inside there, but there was what? There was material inside there to build barriers, to barricade. Right? As I was watching the live stream from Florida, my piece just before we set it up, we set up to do the video. And he was bringing out the point, like if all they was truly about humanitarian aid, what's the big deal? Put the aid in the truck, drive the truck up, leave the keys in the truck, leave the truck and go and let the Venezuelans come and take the aid and go with it and distribute how they see it fit. But you're not about the aid, you're always about bringing in supplies for the rebels that you're set up under the Juan Guaido, the supporters and the rebels. Right, to barricade and then to enforce or infringe on Maduro and to stage or bring a coup into full fledged. Because a coup they're trying to stage. That's what you're trying to do. Right?
Confusion, man. This self-proclaimed white man is all about confusion. You understand? And you want to cause a chaos in Venezuela, so they're gonna give me the justification to invade. This we want. You understand? But what? Maduro ain't playing in Tibet. You understand?
Yeah.
Maduro played chess too. He played in Tibet. So this man is saying, no, fuck it, and he can just most I can give the green light and you can go ahead. Because hey, Yahweh is who's moved these players. He's who control all these kings. You understand? So the most I controlling Maduro and the most I controlling Donald Trump. You understand? The most I is who controlling narrative.
It says verse 41, for the earth has thou not judged with truth, for thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwelling of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such that they did no harm. And you can see that, you can see his allegiance, you can see his alliance, you can see his confederation, because they were the first ones to jump up in support of America, backing Juan Guaido, right? Backing America, backing Juan Guaido. Who jump out of the gates? England, Europe, these European nations, they jump out one time. EU, they jump out one time. Yeah, we back America with backing Juan Guaido, right? To get Maduro out. You understand? They are all liars, right? Therefore, is because when they go into it, because I think there was a democratic process which they went through, or there was a process which they went through, where Guaido was voted as what his position, and I think 6 weeks or 6 months after that was supposed to be a next election, which they did. And then when that election came, who won? They elected the people who elected Nicolas Maduro. So how you can say now that Juan Guaido is the rightful president? No, he's not. He's not. He's not. The system, and they can't say, and they don't try to what? They try to blaspheme, they demonize and discredit Maduro. But the system Maduro is into and believes in and is trying to enforce on the people is a system that Hugo Chavez set up from before, which even gave Juan Guaido that chance to be the president of the opposition or the leader of the opposition. Right? So how could you say that the system is so bad when the system actually made place for because they're trying to say that he's an authoritarian or I forget the next word that is used, but like he alone is in charge. I forget the next term. The word is starts with B. I forget the term. It really elude man, but a dictator, right?
Yeah, this guy a dictator.
They're trying to call him a dictator, but the whole system. Remember before they was trying to kill Hugo Chavez, which we presume that they did kill Hugo Chavez, right? But Hugo Chavez did set up that socialist system and did set up the opposition and did set up all these different things. So guess what? But it was all to the benefit of the Venezuelan people. So-called Venezuelan people self-proclaimed to again because they're actually the tribe of Asher of the top tribes of the nation of Israel, right? So by no means don't for the viewers don't get twisted. We're not in support of Nicolas Maduro and his regime and socialism and all that bullshit. Or we for Yahweh shine for the righteousness and for the truth, right? But what we're saying is that all people are being oppressed by the devil, right? All people ultimately going to be judged and they are being judged, the men of Asher being hoes, right? The men of Asher being murderers and thieves and whatever they're being judged. Whatsoever man sins, so shall he be judged. They're being judged, right? They're fleeing Venezuela and migrating to different countries. So what the scripture says, that if be as though a man flew from a bear. Yes, sir. Let me see if I can read real quick. I think that's Amos. Amos.
I'm ready for you.
Yeah, Amos 5 and 18. Right? Amos 5 and 18. The brothers, brother Raif talked about it last night when he was on the work. You know? The brother he working alongside Asherite. And the Asherite name was Jesus. Right? I was telling you the other day I went to the grocery. I had Asher of Venezuelan idea, and he had on his phone as a screensaver a picture of Guadalupe. Guadalupe heavy into idols. They heavy into idol worship and left hand magic and left hand mysticism. Right? So his judgment the judgment that they receiving is well afforded. Right? Go ahead. Amos 18.
Done. This is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. He said, "Woe." It's like Amos chapter 5, verse 19. He said, "As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him."
Right, and that's it, because you're gonna meet the destruction here or any other nation you want to run to. You're gonna meet it in Trinidad, you're gonna meet it in Barbados, you're gonna meet it in Guyana, you're gonna meet it in Brazil, you're gonna meet it in Colombia, you're gonna meet it in Honduras, you're gonna meet it in Mexico, you're gonna meet it in Brazil, you're gonna meet it anywhere. The destruction coming, right? The destruction is coming. Right? You can flee wherever. The destruction is coming. Because the scripture said what? In Jeremiah, the day of it's not Jeremiah, sorry, it's Ezekiel. Becomes trouble. Right? There's not gonna be a day like this on the planet Earth. Right?
I want to
yeah, go ahead.
Hosea 4 and 17, he said, "Ephraim is joined to idol, let him alone."
Yeah, Ephraim is joined to idol, let him alone. Right? But they have elect also Ephraim not gonna wake up. But the majority of you heavy into idol worship. Who the hell? You can't get them. You watch World Cup. You watch the World Cup and these so-called Spanish speaking tribes, you see them making these Chinatown moves. Football, just normal football, any sporting thing, they make the Chinatown moves. Right?
Yeah, always.
They heavy into what? Idolatry. They join onto idols. You know? Yeah, so much precepts. Oh, that's not enough. This is Jeremiah chapter 38, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none like it, so that none is like it. Even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So the elect, right? The Israel of Israel is going to be saved out of it. But the rest, they're going to have to go through some pure hell. Not going to be able to eat, Disease warfare going to come back. Biochemical warfare going to come back in a great way, right? Famine, pestilence, right? Martial law, right? Troops, sedition of men. All these things is what coming into play. All these things is what coming into play, right? Anyway, jumping back to 2nd Ezra chapter 11 verse 42. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit. But that's Jacob, that's Israel, right? And has cut down the walls of such that there be no harm, right? When Israel didn't do America any harm, Gaddafi didn't do America any harm. Gaddafi just wanted to be at a mint, he wanted to print his own gold and unify Africa and have his own economy.
Yeah, right? Once you for your people, they don't like that.
God, Saddam Hussein didn't bring blue. Saddam Hussein didn't do America no harm. All of a sudden you have WMDs, weapons of mass destruction, they go inside there, no way. Guess what? They ever repent of that? They went inside there and had no WMDs. They ever repent of that? No. They say what is that? Bin Laden. He was this, he was that. They say they talk about democracy and trial and what did it? They send the team 6 in. They murder Bin Laden. They didn't bring him before any tribunal, any magistrate. They murder him and they dump his body in the sea. What is that? That's hypocrisy. The scripture says the tabernacle of the hypocrite shall be what? Desolate with fire. Right? It says, therefore, is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest also had looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore, appear no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and the mercy of him that made her. Right? If you have anything else, huh?
No.
Right? So with that, we give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshai, Hashem, Harakakodash, the blood and soul apostles and elders are great millstone. Salutations to the elect veterans, scattered across the 4.95 salutations to the regional ward. Right? Some safety to you and your families, but Mawat Rababal to defeat them, Mawat Rababal to Babylon, Mawat Rababal to Esau and 2 tools. Right? Shalom.
Shalom.